My name is Mrs. Carol Woodburn, and I'm the proud principal of Holy Savior Academy. This morning, in addition to the Mass, the celebration of the Mass for beginning of Catholic Schools Week, there are several families that wish to come forward and just for 1 or 2 minutes, give a little recap of their experience here at Holy Savior. So I welcome first the Ubungen family.
Hello. My name is Marcus Ubungen, and I'm currently a 7th grader at Holy Savior Academy. I have 3 brothers at the school, Micah in 4th grade, Marino, 2nd grade, and Marcel in kindergarten. I've been going to this school since 1st grade, and I've really learned as a person. Our school has many clubs and programs that you can go to. For example, we just started a student council, and I was elected vice president of our school. Ever since I've been going to this school, I really learned as a person and in my faith. We have religious education every day, and we go to Mass every first Friday of the month. Our teachers are very hospitable and allow us to learn to our full potential. I see 2 of my teachers over there, Miss Pena and Miss Bressler, so thank you guys. I've made many friends along the way, and I'm sure they'll be friends for the rest of my life. Thank you, and I'm going to pass it on to my mom to share more. God bless you.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to take this opportunity to honor my son Marcus, Micah, Marino, and Marcel. I see you have grown so much as young men of God. And Mark and I'm Stephanie, and we both are truly proud to be a part of Holy Savior Academy. I'm also known as MC Steph for all our events, and Mark is known as Coach Mark, so we have our jackets here. And we're really, really excited to be a part of this dynamic, amazing Catholic school. We represent 12 parishes in the Diocese of Metuchen, spanning 8 cities. So our school is not only just one, but we represent a cultural, diverse community. We've been involved for 7 years, and I can say that we've seen our children and those here, sitting here and on live stream, I've seen your children grow. Our children grow together. And in every event, in every school activity that we do together, I see how God has transformed our children to be future scholars and saints. With that, the relationships we have, my son just received his first reconciliation, and it was beautiful to just even tell our teacher, our 2nd grade teacher, and she was so excited. With that, I wanted to invite everyone to our open house. Those that have their children have grown already, or you may have never seen Holy Savior Academy. Well, maybe it's the time to check it out after, because we really have amazing projects and a wonderful HSA community. I'd like to turn over to a wonderful parent that I've grown through in this past year. I'd like to turn it over to Keely.
Hi everyone, my name is Keely Heyman. I am the proud parent of my son Declan. He's a 3rd grade student now who's waving at me crazy from the front row. I just would like to tell my story a little because I am a unique story to the Catholic Church. I actually grew up in the gray house right across the way here. It's actually the 2nd house from the corner. That house actually wasn't there on the corner. That was all of my property, and which extends to the school's property as well as the church's property. And I grew up here. I figured out how to ride my bike in the school parking lot and along the sidewalks and got yelled at a lot, but that's okay. I spent a lot of time here as a child, and I wasn't really sure about the Catholic faith, as I was not raised Catholic. I was raised sort of believing in Christian faith, but I was never brought to a church. But I was always crazy curious about it because my friends all went to CCD. A lot of my friends went to the church here, and I would beg my mother to come over here and check it out. And I would come here during Mass. I would come here kind of on my own. I would sit in front of the Mary statue out front and talk to her as a child just because I was an only child and there wasn't much going on in the neighborhood. I would teach myself the prayers that I would hear everyone recite. I would check out books from the library and lean against the school and sort of try to figure it all out. And as I got older, I spent a lot of time in town. I was a 911 dispatcher here in town for 17 years. I also volunteered with the rescue squad for about 23 years. So my connections and roots with the town and this church go far and deep. Then COVID came, and I had this young, beautiful son of mine, and I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to do, and I panicked. I didn't know where I was going to be able to send him to school. I had just changed jobs, and I was working, and I was in a very powerful position in the 911 center, and I had to be there, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And a couple of parents I already had a previous experience in the public school who had transferred over to Holy Savior had recommended I do the same, and I'm not sorry I did. I was welcomed very graciously by everyone here, and I will admit I was scared. I didn't know enough about the Catholic faith, and I was worried I wouldn't be able to do what needed to be done for my son. And his second grade teacher, Miss Trippitti, she was wonderful and welcoming, and she assured me that I would figure it out. And I've been learning religion through my son's religious books. That's how I've been getting along. And so I think Miss Timko, the religious educator, she has been wonderful helping me through the processes, what I need to do next. And ultimately, and Mrs. Honer, who has taken over this year for my son, has been very interactive. And that's the one thing that I get with this school, is that the constant communication, even with Miss Woodburn, I never feel like I can't go in and ask a question, or I never feel like I'm an outsider to the school. I feel very welcome here, and I have made beautiful friendships, and I have connected with families and the teachers. And I just think that if you are even remotely curious, you should come over, you should check it out. I have really just a good structure. My son has wonderful friends, and I would highly recommend just coming in, just taking a look and getting to know us. We are a very diverse community. We have all different faiths, we have all different languages, and I just think it's really been a special place for us, and I can't imagine being anywhere else.